stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Welcome to this week's Top Stock Picks. This is the first one of 2018, so I'm so excited to be here. I'm Tracey Ryniec, and I'm joined by Brian Hamilton here at the chairs. We have a casino operator and a home builder to lead off the new year. And Brian, you've brought the casino operator today, and I would think with the economy doing so well and employment really low, everybody wants to go out there and gamble. Is that right?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of several factors, but yes, the global economy and the domestic economy are definitely big drivers of growth going forward for, which I'm talking about today, is Las Vegas Sands. Now they're a developer and operator of high-end luxury resorts, hotels, and casinos. And they have properties here in the States in Las Vegas and Pennsylvania, and their Asian exposure is in Macau and Singapore. Now these aren't your mom and pop golden nugget kind of casinos. These are really nice and luxury destination resorts. They offer fine dining, entertainment, convention halls, high-end retail, and of course gaming. Now management as of late has been focused on three major aspects. They recently announced a $1.1 billion capital plan. They've been trying to strengthen their VIP segment, and they're doing remodeling of several of their casinos. Now the $1.1 billion capital allocation plan is really going to be spent mostly in Singapore and Macau. They're going to take one of their Macau resorts and change it into what they're going to be calling the Londoner Macau. It's supposed to give you the ambiance and the feel of actually being in London.
Wow.
Now you have to understand the Macau resort area is a really high-end, big tourist destination for Asia, India, Australia.
Now, what is happening with Macau? Because I know over the last couple of years it hasn't been that good business-wise there. Is that changing? Is because the Chinese economy is doing better?
Well, we just recently got a report earlier this week. The Macau gaming reported the gaming revenues were up 19%. Now, this is the first time gaming revenues were in the black since 2014. And I'm going to show you on the price consensus graph how that's actually really impacted Las Vegas Sands, because they do have a lot of exposure in the Asian markets. Now, the Asian economy, while it's growing as well, around 2014, the Chinese government put a little more cap on the money that's flowing into and out of the region. Now this has become a little more loosened, so now more people are going in there because they can win their money and take it back and go home. Now outside of the capital plan, they're actually adding hundreds of new luxury suites to their Macau properties and their Singapore properties. They're also remodeling their luxury malls and their retail, which has actually started to already show up on the top line. Now their VIP goal has actually started to work, as well as their VIP numbers increase, and as we all know, the VIP people spend more money at the luxury resorts, at the luxury retail, and at the tables. Now, we also have, and I want to show you here, because of all this great growth area, now analysts have positively revised the next 2 quarters and the next 2 years. Now, this also doesn't have anything to do with the tax reform plan here in the States.
That was my next question.
Yeah, so these numbers could be, driving it up even higher. Now, in their last earnings report, management increased their dividend by quarterly dividend by 3%, and gives them an annual dividend yield of 4.16%, which is really high.
Yeah.
Now, they also have a stock repurchase program where they repurchase about $75 million worth of shares each quarter since 2013. They announced in 2013 a $2 billion stock repurchase program. Now, as we touched earlier, around 2014, the last time the Macau was in the black, as you can see, the stock price was up in the just below $90 here. And then when the Chinese government came in and put regulations on that, we also had some pullback here in the domestic area as well. Now, as you can see, that we're really starting to shoot up. The annual estimates are going up as well. So we have a really good growth story, really global economy, some more money flowing into the hands of the people to go out and spend. We have a great dividend and a strong stock repurchase program. So I'm really liking this stock for a long-term pick over the next 12 months as being, hopefully returning to 2014 levels. As long as Macau stays strong, I think they're going to be doing great.
Yeah, this sounds like a great story. I love stocks with big dividends that have this kind of growth trajectory, because that's a little rare to have the big dividend plus the growth.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, and then you add in the stock repurchase program too.
Right.
So it's another. So they're really returning capital to their shareholders while investing some of their money also in their new properties and developing their existing properties as well.
Okay. Las Vegas Sands, LVS is that ticker. I also brought an interesting stock. It's the home builder, which is also a hot area benefiting from the growing economy. It's only domestic in the U.S. But KB Homes is the stock I brought. And this is also one of the rare growth, but this has a value component to it, which you don't see very often, especially with these home builders. They were really hot in 2017, so you wouldn't think they would still be values, but they are.
Right.
So they're in 36 states. They do have this PE of only 14.7, which is, you know, under the 15 that I look for value stocks.
Right.
It's a little more expensive than last year, but still great. It's got that PEG ratio of 0.8 because of the growth in the earnings, which we're going to see in a second. But earnings up big, and they're also reporting soon. So they're reporting in just a week. We're going to find out how good the rest of 2017 really was for them. But I'm very bullish on the home builders for 2018 because those mortgage rates are still low, and everybody has a job. So it's kind of a dual thing there.
How is the tax reform plan with the mortgage deductions and stuff like that going to impact that?
Well, that is an issue that some people are worried about. KB isn't on the super high end. You're seeing a little more of an impact in companies like Toll Brothers. But it is something that will be addressed on the conference call, I'm sure, coming up. There's more questions about it. We won't actually know what consumers' behavior is going to be until they're actually...
Well, you know, you can give a little forward look as the home permits, the construction,
Right.
they're all up and stuff of that nature. So we're getting a nice view a couple months ahead as they're still growing. So it doesn't seem really that this mortgaging is really impacting them.
Not yet.
Yeah, and so we're going to see...
People still need somewhere to live, even if they can't deduct it. So we'll see. But permits were at 10-year highs just recently, so we got those good numbers. But if you actually look at, I brought the price and consensus chart too, huge gains in just the last 2 years because, again, the economy is showing this strength here, and we've got the huge breakout. I put up the 2-year chart here. Really, 2017 up over 100%. This was one of the big winners last year on the entire stock market. And if you think about what the semiconductors are doing, and then you think this home builder did basically the same thing, don't rule out these areas that not everyone's paying attention to.
We're also buying it at, you know, jump at $16 instead of these, you know, semiconductor stocks, which have so much more value already posted into them. So you're spending a lot more money on those as well.
You're getting more shares of these ones, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I still like this going into 2018. I own it in the value investor portfolio. So, yeah, these home builders, I like them all. They have good stories here, and we're going to see how it all plays out with these tax cuts.
All right.
So if you're interested in any more of our stock picks, every week we're going to bring them to you here on the top stock picks of the week throughout 2018. So be sure to check them out on Zacks.com, and we'll see you then.